Hello, this is Joanna Joanna the Medium. Thank you so much for coming back. These are going to be readings for July 2016. Right away, what I want to say is that I have been recording these readings at the end of June, and it has been like pulling teeth. Some of them I've had to record several times. Some of them, they kind of stopped. It just, the energies were completely off. So hopefully it'll not translate negatively into the readings. I don't feel so, because when I finally got them out, the flow was there. But I don't know about you guys, but the end of June energetically felt really off, and it still feels that way because I'm still as I'm talking to you right now, it's June 30th, so I am recording this at the end of June. Every single reading that I've done, pretty much, for the month of July seems to have a component of changes coming up. Now, these are not bad changes, but there is a definite feeling of transformation that will be taking place in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And this is pretty much with most of them, if not all of the readings that I recorded from my memory. So that's something to keep in mind. It doesn't mean that it's going to be bad, but there is definitely a lot of changes on a deep level for pretty much every one of you that this will resonate with. Okay, let me just see if there's any more information. Of course, these readings are general, so if this reading doesn't make sense to you, you can listen to your sun sign or your rising sign, as some of them will offer a greater picture or a more complete picture. And of course, if it doesn't make sense to you this month, then maybe it's not the right reading for you. As always, I love your comments. I read every single one of them. I respond to as much of these as I can. But time-wise, it's simply not feasible for me to do this. I also try to respond to all the emails I get, but I get so many emails every day. It's pretty much impossible at a certain point to get back to all of you. But I want you to know I truly appreciate your feedback, and I do read every single one. And I believe for all of you who have emailed me, I have emailed you back within few days. Of course, if you would like a private reading, you can reach me at the information below. Also, keep in mind, I do give free readings every other Sunday for 2 hours during a live radio broadcast with another medium or whoever happens to be with me. So if you are looking for a little short reading or just don't want to have a full reading, feel free to contact me that way, and that information is provided down below. Approaching August readings, I will be away towards the very end of July, so just FYI, August readings might be a few days late. I just don't think I'm going to have enough time to record them all before after I come back and before August starts. So I know a lot of you email me asking where are the videos for the month. So just FYI, it may be a few days late. I will try my best to make it as quickly as possible, but I also don't want to rush through it too much, because then it's not really giving a lot of value if it's just rushed. I want to do it properly. For those of you who have emailed me and who scheduled with me for private readings, I thank you so much. It has been an incredible journey up until this point, and it's something that I have not foreseen at all. And what I'm planning on doing as a thank you for all of you is, when I reach 10,000 subscribers, and I'm about 8 right now, I will do a special on my readings for limited time. So keep watching for that, and we'll go from there. So enough talking, and without further ado, let's start with the readings. I will see you soon. Thank you. Hello again, and welcome back. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Cancer. Let me see if there's any messages that Spirit wants to put forth before I turn the cards over. So just give me 1 second. The very first word I heard is remission. This is a feeling of being in a remission regarding some kind of a condition in the body. So this is health related for some of you, certainly not for all of you, and probably a very few of you at that. But he's saying to me the word remission. I'm also seeing the number 2, as in 2 years. So, and I don't want to interpret this, but there's a connection with the number 2 or 2 years and the word remission. Now, I'm trying not to say the word, but it keeps being shown to me. So I will say it. And the remission is pertaining to cancer. So for those of you, or for those who this message is for, you have been dealing with any kind of cancer, it is being said that you are either in remission or will very soon be in what is called remission. I also see the words free of cancer, free of illness, and I hear the word bone. So this is maybe if it's just for one of you, this has to do with an illness around bone marrow, anything of that nature. I also hear the word August. And I want to see if I can get a little bit more information. So if you are still dealing with this illness, you will be in remission by the time August arrives, or in August you will know. Okay? I'm always very shy when it comes to any kind of medical information. It makes me feel very uncomfortable to bring it forward, but I always trust that it is meant for you, whoever you are, to hear it. Therefore, my feeling uncomfortable is at this point inconsequential, because I'm choosing to channel this for you. Okay? Now, for the rest of you, I hear the words healing after a long journey. Now, this is emotional healing, and I hear relationships. So for others of you, this is, you are on the road of emotional healing pertaining to your relationships in the past. I also hear the month of July is going to be a liberating month for you. Whoever you are dealing with relationships, and if you had any relationship struggles, and if you feel or were able to recognize certain patterns within those relationships, you are either going to be mindful of them by the month of July, or July is going to prove itself to be a very freeing month for you. I'm also being told to share this. Don't be afraid to tackle the obstacles in front of you. And I'm being shown a vision of a wall. This is a metaphor for an obstacle. And what I'm being shown is, do not let that obstacle stop you from your vision. And as I say this, I see the wall is being removed and you're able to freely walk forward. So don't let the limitations, or whatever you perceive to be limitations or of you or situations, keep you from moving forward. Very, very, very important. I'm also seeing the number 8. 8 could pertain to August, or 8 could pertain to something that is connected with you. I also hear the word abundance. So let me just see if there's a little bit more. And what I hear the words abundance awaits you. Now, he is showing me the sign of money. Abundance is often thought of regarding monetary aspects, but abundance is also any area of our life, whether it be health, whether it be relationships, whether it be financial, whatever it may be, abundance on any level and all levels. I'm also hearing the road is ahead of you is clear. There is, for the most part, no more major obstacles for you to overcome. There will be some little ones, and this is to do again with relationships for those who are, this is relationship connected. And again, I'm being shown number 9. 9 to me represents endings, and he's saying to me endings of struggles pertaining to your relationships in the past. So however your relationships were defined in your past, you are letting that go, or you will finally understand an aspect of you that has contributed to those relationships, and you will finally let that go and leave it in the past. Okay, so let me start with cards and see if cards corroborate the message. I also hear the word freedom of self. Freedom of self. There's very much a feeling of liberation and feeling free. You are freeing yourself from something, whether it is an illness or complicated relationships, or relationships that made you feel stagnant, or relationships that don't allow you to move forward. You are freeing yourself from that, and also from your past. So the card representing the issue or the current situation, we have the card called fertility. This is a major arcana, so right off the bat you have something that is quite important going on within you. But the card is shown to me in reverse. And when I ask him what this means, he says the word not yet. And this is to do with some kind of a move forward. I hear the word August. So perhaps for those of you who are looking at a move, whether move with a different relationship, move at a job, move emotionally, this is connected with you. So not so much jobs. If you're looking for moving, or not for moving, for movement, or if you're looking to move, there's going to be a bit of a wait, or perhaps you feel like the time is not yet, because this is representing what's happening right now. So if you feel a bit of a stagnation, that's what's being highlighted here. Okay, so let's just see what the next card represents, which is your responses to the situation, or how you're reacting to it. We have the card called Firm Foundation. I've done 5 readings now, and without aside from just one, this card shows up every single time, and that's very interesting because I keep shuffling the cards over and over again. So this is the physical aspect of who we are. This is foundations. 4 is the beginning of building a new foundation, your foundation blocks. This is a card of moving forward in a physical aspect of who we are. It could represent monetary, but it is shown to be in reverse. And what he's saying to me is that the obstacles in front of you are not as big as you make them to be. So if in fact you are moving, you are looking at moving, and you're feeling stagnant right now, or you feel like there are certain aspects of your life that are preventing you from moving, don't look at it as a big outcome. Look at it as a slight timing, the time being slightly off. This is something to do with timing. So the movement will still happen, but don't get too focused on the fact that you can't move forward yet. Okay. I also hear the word legal matters. So maybe for some of you, the lack of movement is highlighted by legal matters of some sort around you. So that's your response. Let's move to the next card, which is advice, or how you should go about this. The card is called Moving On. Okay, this is card pertaining to our thinking, and it's card number 6. This is pretty much self-explanatory. So rather than looking at your current situation and feeling stuck, think of it as a way of you moving forward. It's just taking a little bit more time than you feel is necessary or than you would like. And I feel that there's more to this, so just give me 1 second. He says the move is inevitable at this point. Whether it is a move of residence, whether it is a move of work, whether it is a move away from a relationship or towards a relationship, the move is inevitable. There is something with the timing here. And again, I'm seeing the number 8. Perhaps for those who disconnects, the movement will happen closer to August rather than July. Or you will feel closer to August that the movement energy has started again, because right now it feels a little bit stagnant. Okay, now the future card is represented by the word hope, or the card hope, and this is another major arcana card, and it was shown to me in reverse, so I have to ask him why this is showing to me in reverse. And what I want to say about this card, which is interesting, he says to me, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And though that phrase is fairly self-explanatory, I want to see if there's anything that he can give me as far as more information about, okay, he's saying to me relationships. Okay, so if you're looking for a movement towards a new relationships or new relationship, you're being asked not to put all your eggs in one basket, because there are choices, or there will be choices presented to you down the road. And again, I'm seeing the number 8, so 8 is very prominent here. Cancer birthday is, I believe, June and July, so August does not come in as far as birthday month, but maybe for some of you, you are connected to the number 8 or the month of August. Yeah, something about relationships being, choices pertaining to relationships moving forward, that will be presented to you, but you can't see it yet. Okay, I also feel that the move is, the reason why you want to move has to do with a relationship, whether it's a current one or you're looking or hoping for a new one. It is connected to you being or wanting a relationship. Now, I have 2 additional cards. I should have only one, but they asked me to pull another one. And this card is the summary, so it's the overview of what is it. The card is called Memories of Love. This is a number 6 card. You have 2 6s here. It's all about emotions. I believe that's 6 of Cups in the traditional tarot deck. And when I tune into this card and when I ask what this means, I hear the word move forward. While I say that word, there is a distinct feeling of you being still attached to something or someone or situation that makes it a little bit more difficult for you to let go or move forward. But nonetheless, the move again is inevitable. So allow it to happen and let the emotions that were once attached to someone or something slowly dissipate. I also feel for some of you, this is about moving on from a relationship. Moving on from a loved one, someone you once loved, relationship that no longer works, something to do with relationships. Now, this could also signify other relationships, not necessarily, excuse me, romantic. But this is heart connected. Okay. And again, I'm seeing the number 8. This is prominent. So I'm going to leave this here. And the 6th card, which is kind of interesting, power. And here is the number 8. I love when that happens. So I'm going to ask him why he wanted me to have this 6th card. And he's saying to me, this is all about your power. This is all about you regaining your sense of balance, regaining your sense of self, regaining your power, the power that you have once either lost or given away to another. This is a time for you to move forward with full strength and recognize that whatever happened in the past, though it may not have been the most pleasant of circumstances, is in a roundabout way forcing you to become more powerful. Power is something Spirit doesn't want you to forget, and this is not an external power. This is a power within you, feeling powerful, being powerful, but this is not ego-based power. This is the quiet power. You know, people who are powerful, but they feel no need to talk about it. That's the quiet power I'm talking about. It's about you feeling firm in your own convictions, firm in your own foundations, and feeling for the most part, life, like that power is unwavering. In other words, you are rebuilding your sense of power. That's what this is all about. So that's interesting. Now, this reading makes no sense to me, as it never does, but I do hope it makes sense to you. If you would like to comment, I would love to hear your comment. Otherwise, feel free to email me or comment down below, or if you would like a private reading, you can contact me. Sorry, I can't talk. Contact me with the information provided down below. And I keep always forgetting, for those of you who don't want a full reading, or just for whatever you can't, I do live readings on an internet radio show every other Sunday, and you can call in, and for 2 hours I give readings with another medium or psychic depending on who's there. So feel free to call. That information is on my website as well as provided down below in an information box, and I do hope to hear from you. Until the month of August, I wish you best of luck. Don't forget your power. Thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you soon. Thanks so much.